Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer. Today we're going to talk about the 9 books that I read in July. That is a lot of books for me, but I ended up finishing several audiobooks and a total of 5 of them, which worked out that I had 2 that I got checked back out from Libby that had gone expired for the hold, so I finally got those back and finished those. My overall star rating was a 4.0 for average. My highest rating book was Dungeon Crawler Carl, which I gave 5 stars to, and I had 2 4.5 stars, including The Secret Lives of Booksellers and Librarians by James Patterson, and then the other 4.5 star rating I gave was All Systems Red, and I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to continue that series over audio over the next coming months as I get that checked out from Libby. I do primarily read books from the library app Libby, but I do buy a few from Audible. So this month I had 1 book that I had purchased from Audible, which includes the Keeper of Enchanted Rooms, and so I enjoyed that. But I also have a Kindle Unlimited, which had an audio version of the Bookstore Family. I did enjoy that quick listen as well. And then the other 3 books I had from Libby as well. So then I had 4 physical books that I read, 1 nonfiction, the one I talked about, The Secret Lives of Booksellers and Librarians. I really did enjoy that one, as well as 3 fiction books. I had 3 of them that I did own, and then 1 was a library book, Bluebird. So I did get that one physically from the library. The first book that I finished in the month of July was The Way Up is Death. It was a quick read. It was a good read. It was a longer book, but it kept me entertained and was an exciting journey as these 13 individuals were brought to this tower in the sky. They were forced to enter, and then they had several obstacles and levels that they had to go up in the tower to ultimately who was going to be the winner of the tower. And what does that mean? What does that look like? Why are they there? There were lots of questions. It was a good read. I did enjoy it. I did give it 4 stars, but there was just a little something missing that I needed to make it a little bit more exciting, a little bit more memorable, but I am glad that I did read it. It was a good science fiction book. The next book that I finished in audio was A Torch Against the Night, which is the second book in the Ember in the Ashes series. I listened to this one. I did enjoy it. It is a bit brutal. It was a bit a lot going on. It was a very quick listen. I did enjoy it. I was able to listen to it at 2 times the speed, which did help with the process. I am unsure if I'm going to continue this series with the 3rd book. Please let me know if you think I should. I'm leaning towards yes, but I just thought it was very brutal in all that happens. But let me know what you think. What should I continue? I am reading this as a book club as part of a buddy read and listen with Books and Jams, and so hopefully let me know if I should continue that one. The 3rd book that I did finish listening to was A Spark of the Everflame. This is the beginning of a series. I did enjoy this one. I did meet the author in person in Orlando, actually, of all places, and had her sign my book. I was excited to get to this one and read it. I do have the physical book signed, but I also listened to this one. I did enjoy the read of this one. I think I'll continue with this series as well. I also gave it 4.5 stars, so I did really enjoy this storyline. The next book I listened to was the Murderbot series, the first one, All Systems Red. This was an entertaining listen. I did enjoy this a lot. I wish I was longer. These are pretty small books, science fiction series, but I was intrigued because of Apple TV picking this up as a TV series that I wanted to check out the series before I watched on Apple TV. Anything that Apple picks up is usually pretty good, and so I was excited to read this series before taking a look at the TV show. If you've read this series or have watched the TV show, let me know what you think. I think this would be a fun read and a great series to enjoy. I did give this one a 4.5 stars. The next book I did finish on Audible as an audiobook is The Bookstore Family. This was from Kindle Unlimited. It was a very short, quick story. I did get it. I did enjoy it. Did not realize this was the last book in the series, so I kind of did spoil the series. So if you are interested in starting it, please start with The Bookstore Sisters and then progress through the book series, either reading it on Kindle Unlimited or listening to the books on Audible. So that is something to keep in mind. The next book I did read physically from the library is Bluebird by Shannon and Cameron. This is from the library, and I did enjoy it. It was for a book club that I'm in the Patreon membership for Books and Jam, Krista. So I did enjoy it. I'm excited to hear and listen to what everybody else thought of this story. I did like the premise. I was excited for the storyline to see what happens, but it was just missing something. It was either too long or needed more intrigue. So I was looking for something a bit more to it. I was missing some things. I wish it would read faster. So I did give this one 3 stars in the end. I'm glad I read it, but I wanted a little bit more. I was lacking something. I wasn't quite sure what, but maybe some of my colleagues in the book chat later can tell me what they thought was missing from this one. The next book I finished in the month of July was The Secret Lives of Booksellers and Librarians. I started in the month of June reading 10 pages of nonfiction a day, and so I quickly am on my second nonfiction book in the month of July, which this one is, and I did read about 10 pages on average a day, so I was able to finish yet another nonfiction. I do have an annual goal of reading 10 nonfiction books for the year, and so this is my 4th book of the year that I finished. So I'm a bit behind, so I'm hoping that this increase in reading nonfiction in the morning, about 10 pages, will help me complete my goal of reading 10 pages a day and also getting 10 books done of nonfiction for the year. So I'm on track. I'm hoping to continue that. I am, for the month of August, I've already started the book from the budget mom Kimiko Love. It's My Money My Way, I believe, and so I am excited to continue with that nonfiction trend and continuing to read nonfiction every day. The next book that I finished is Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's the first book in this series. It was very funny, very entertaining. I see what all the hype is about. I really did enjoy this one as well. I'm excited to continue with the second book in the month of August. I did give this one 5 stars. The last book that I finished in the month of July is The Keeper of Enchanted Rooms. I did listen to this one on Audible that I did purchase for a 2-for-1 credit sale. I did enjoy it. It was okay. It was, again, lacking something. There wasn't quite enough intrigue to keep my attention, but I did enjoy it. Well, that is all 9 books that I read for the month of July. And so I did DNF 2 books this month. The first one was When Less Is More by Emily Lay, and the other one was Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wong. So those are the 2 books. I did own When Less Is More, but I checked out Blood Over Brighthaven from the library. I just wasn't into the writing style of either one of these. I did give them a try, but in the end, I decided to check out different books that I was more interested in. So my favorite book of the month was the Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm excited to continue that series. I did buy the second one physically, so I'm excited to continue that one as well. Moving into August, I'm excited to continue the Spark of the Everflame series, as well as continuing the Buddy Read-Along series with Books and Jam, and that is the Ember and the Ashes series. So I'm going to read the 3rd book in that series. I did listen to the first 2 on audio from the library, so I'm hoping to get the 3rd one soon to check out in the month of August. Tell me what you enjoyed. What was your favorite book from July? And let's have a great reading month in August. Bye!